they're going to ring. They always do, and we are live in a few minutes. As always, put them on silent for me if you can. All right, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for coming through today. I imagine many of you were with us yesterday during the public holiday presentation. It was awesome here yesterday. If you missed it, I encourage you to go and watch it on our DuePoint channel from yesterday. It was absolutely incredible to see the energy, and not only that, to see that people were spending their Heritage Day making something rather than spending something. Such a wonderful thing to see, and just on the broadcast in the room, it was amazing yesterday, and it excites us here at DuePoint. It excites us because it means that we're starting to achieve what we had set out to do nearly half a decade ago. Folks, as we start this presentation, let me tell you who we are. If you're new here or if you're watching us and you're new, understand that we are not a new business. Every day in South Africa, there's these new things that are coming in. There's this latest one that I've seen, something to do with clouds, Cloud One funding or something, I don't know. There's always some new thing that's blown into South Africa. And it's the very reason why we have such stigma towards anything that doesn't look like a regular job. It's because we've been burnt so often in the past. And I want you to understand that DuePoint is not new. It is a division of Constantia Insurance Company Limited, which was founded in 1952. So we are nearly 7 decades old. This division of Constantia is nearly half a decade old. We are a public listed licensed life and short-term insurance company, and we're homegrown South African. That's important. I say it every presentation because all we ever see is things coming in from overseas. It's always the next shiny thing. And well, what we've learned is that those shiny things tend to take our money away. Here at DuePoint, you know who we are, you know where we are, you can find us in our offices, you can meet our people face to face. I was having a laugh this week. One of our wealth engineers was jumped onto one of these WhatsApp groups, which is the next latest and greatest scam. You put 3 grand in the morning, you get 7 grand out at night. Exciting stuff, okay? And so this wealth engineer of mine said, no, that's fantastic, I'd love to do that, double my money in one day. Can I come and see your office? No, the response was, why would you want to see our office? Just put the money in our bank account. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you can find Constantia's offices around the country. You can find DuePoint's office here. We do not move. We are always available, and you can always meet the people. Now, folks, we set out nearly half a decade ago with, as I said, an objective. Our objective was we wanted to create financial solution for South Africans, not funny things that you find on WhatsApp groups and Facebook pages, real financial solution for a crisis we have in our country. It's a crisis that only recently has been labeled as such by our president, but it has been with us now for the best part of 2 decades. It is a financial crisis that means that none of us as South African individuals are any longer in control of our income or our expenditure. People say, well, what do you mean, my expenditure, I can just cut back? No, you can't. Not when we've had 11 petrol price increases in the last 18 months. You have no way of controlling your expenditure when the rand weakens by 30% every 6 months. 30%. I mean, it's out of control what is happening with our prices as a result of these 2 elements. But not only that, we are no longer able to be employed because there are no jobs. When we have jobs, we can't increase our income or get promotions because companies are struggling. Who was the latest one to fall under the axe this last week? Thomas Cook. Thomas Cook has been around since my grandparents were children, and they have just filed for liquidation. You need to understand when 150-year-old companies are closing down, not only South African, but global economies are in a real mess. And we wanted to create a solution that would separate itself from the economies that are no longer sustaining themselves in the world. South Africa's being a particular target of ours. We can no longer trust that it will turn itself around. I love talking to my peers, many of whom still think there's hope. Ladies and gentlemen, there is no hope. Under our current economic policy, both locally and globally, there is no hope of an economic turnaround. And it means that all of us will just continue to get poorer as we have over the last 2 decades. And we needed a solution to that. We needed one that was permanent, that was real, and that would move us out of the crisis that we're in. And so we created what we call the DuePoint system. The system itself allows you to contract with us as wealth engineers. As wealth engineers, we're going to ask you to do the simplest task. Just use our technology. If you're able to use our technology, you can connect individuals to us. We take it from there. By connecting individuals to us, you allow us to penetrate the market further, to have greater market share, which ultimately results in higher revenues for us. Higher revenues we then use to convert into what we call wealth for you. We are not a cash business. We do not work in cash in transit. Cash businesses are like this WhatsApp one, where you put 3,000 Rand in the morning and you get 7,000 Rand out at night, apparently. But that's what cash is. Now, the reason we don't deal in cash is because cash changes nothing. You do not solve financial crisis with cash, particularly in your individual circumstances. You know that if I gave you 50 grand's worth of cash right now, it would be gone by the weekend and none of your circumstances would have changed. No, we want wealth. Now, wealth is a recurring income. It's an income that's there when you can work it and when you can't work it. That is a very important differentiator from everything you've known to this point in time. Even your job, ladies and gentlemen, is what I call a cash in transit business. You get paid at the end of the month. If you do not pitch the next month, you do not get paid again. When you have true recurring income, no matter what your circumstances are, whether you are sick or healthy, on the beach somewhere on holiday or at work, your money comes in. That is the type of income that changes financial circumstances. It is the only kind of income that will be a solution to the economic problem that we have in South Africa today. Now, how do we build a recurring income? Well, it's built off of the back of our financial services products. All of them are lifetime products. They never expire. All of them run on debit order systems that work automatically, whether you are at work or in hospital or on the beach. They raise every month and your income comes in. That's proper freedom. It's proper leverage. It gives you the ability to create wealth, as we say here, 24 hours a day. You see, we built into the system of our financial services products this technology that allows us to work in the South African context. What is the South African context? Well, the South African context is always, we're too busy, we don't have any time. Am I right? That's your circumstance. All of us are too busy. When somebody spoke to you about DuePoint, the first response you had was, look, I'm too busy for this. Sorry. Now, the great irony is that all of that busyness is creating poverty, not wealth. We do need to change that attitude, but we understood that South Africans would have it. So we utilized technology to create leverage in our system. No matter how busy you are, no matter how little time you have, our technology allows you to leverage teams of individuals to create wealth for you 24 hours a day. It is a system that was built in the South African context, not one that's blown in from overseas. And we give you the use of the system at no cost. You see, in every other thing you have to go to, you've got to put money in first, buy the starter kit, put the cash in my bank account, pay admin fees. One of the guys was here yesterday telling Rob, no, we need to set up offices and take a fee from everybody around us. No, ladies and gentlemen, that is quite contrary to what DuePoint is trying to achieve. DuePoint does not take money from you for the use of our system. By simply being a product owner at DuePoint, we give you the rest at absolutely no cost. The offices, the people, the technology, the training, everything you get to use. It means that you get to start where you are now and move forward. You don't have to start backwards in a loss and work your way forward again. You start here and move forward. South Africans no longer have money to throw away, despite the best efforts of all of these WhatsApp groups. We don't have that money anymore. We need to be building forward, and that's what we create for you. In addition, you're not going to be selling, ladies and gentlemen, anything at all. This is not a product sales network marketing type exercise. That's not what DuePoint is. You're going to be doing no presentations, and you will never talk about our products. In fact, we contract you out of any conversation around our products. DuePoint is the utilization of a piece of technology to connect South Africans to us. That means you're not advisors, you're not brokers, you're not agents, you're not salespeople, you're not employees of ours, you're not intermediaries or representatives of ours. Everybody, no matter your educational circumstances, can be a wealth engineer with us here at DuePoint. It means that everybody can now finally start building an asset. Now, why do we use the word asset? Because assets do three things. First of all, they create income for you every month, even when you can't work on them. Secondly, you can price them and sell them, realizing their future value now. That is exactly what you can do with your channel of income here at DuePoint. And thirdly, assets outlive you. None of the things that we've had in South Africa before as individual citizens have outlived us. That means that every generation's gone from poverty to poverty to poverty because we've not been able to hand wealth over to them. At DuePoint, your channel and the income you create through it will automatically be transferred to your children when you pass away one day. This means that we, for the first time, can create intergenerational wealth in South Africa. And it means that we, as we understand it, are the only intergenerational wealth company in South Africa today. That is the tool that you get. How much will you pay today to get that tool? 5,000 Rand, 10,000 Rand, 2,500 Rand? No, ladies and gentlemen, you won't pay anything to get that tool today. You will all be able to walk out of here with that tool in your hands without having paid a cent. It's something that needs to settle into your minds. All of these other things that promise you riches and fortune but deliver only poverty, they charge you for that poverty. Here at DuePoint, we deliver a tool to you that promises wealth and creates it, and we charge you nothing for it when you pick it up with us here. And the system itself has been designed so that the simplest South African can use it. It is a tap your screen exercise. The technology asks you just to connect people to us by tapping your phone. If you're able to tap your phone, which I know you are, then you're able to build channels of distribution, platforms of distribution for us here at DuePoint. As you tap your phone, others will see this presentation, will tap their phones, and our technology will link these individuals to you, spreading out distribution from your efforts across the country. We come along then as DuePoint and we facilitate the purchase of our sales across this platform, creating wealth for you without you ever having to sell or ever having to present anything. We then distribute that wealth to you in two ways. Firstly, through our returns program. Our returns program pays you 27.50 Rand for every paid product in your channel every month that it is paid, multiplied by a factor of where in your channel that payment is made. It's a very simple system. It says go out and tap your phone and connect a few people to us. Once you've done that and they pay for their product, we'll give you 27.50 Rand multiplied by 200% for people you've connected. That's 55 Rand, not per person, per paid product. These people can take multiple products, which means you get multiples of the 55 Rand, and you don't get it once. You see, all these other things say to you, sell the pot and I'll give you 450 Rand. Sell the toiletries and I'll give you 900 Rand. Once. You have to run back to these individuals every time, every month, beg them to buy again and buy again and buy again. Here at DuePoint, you don't do any of that. You'll connect individuals to us once, and the stream of income is produced for you, potentially for the rest of your life. That's the big difference between DuePoint and everything else. Everything you're doing now is to survive just today. That's how South Africans live. We're surviving just today. Even our jobs, one more month at the job, one more month at the job, just to survive. What we have created is a tool that moves you out of survival mode, and it moves you into proper financial freedom. The more connections you make, the larger the recurring stream of income is, the more freedom and certainty you create for yourself in our system. These guys are going to go out, they're going to tap their phones, connect a few more people, and again, you're going to get 27.50 Rand multiplied by 200%, 55 Rand again. A handful of connections, you're making 1,000 Rand a month. That's 12,000 Rand a year off of the back of single products and a handful of connections. But maybe 12,000 Rand a year is not enough for you. That's fine. Our system caters for any level of wealth you would like. Just keep connecting. Just keep putting time into your channel here with us, and it will continue to pay you. There is no cut-off. We don't cut you off at a certain point. From the 8th point on, you always get 4% of 27.50 Rand for every product payment in your channel where you qualify to earn. This means if you want 100,000 Rand a month, you can create that. If you want 500,000 Rand a month, you can create that. There's no ceiling. There's no limit. There's no deadlines in the construction of wealth with us here. If you put the time and the numbers in, those are 2 ingredients for success, well, then we can work out what you can expect to earn. Here we use a very simple growth rate formula, 3 plus 2, we call it. I'm just reminiscing back to somebody who said to me last week, we use such a low number, we must use higher numbers. No, but what that person has forgotten is that all of you are very busy, too busy for this, you see. So I have to keep it conservative. I have to keep it simple, because you'd say, if I said to you, we'll do 50 people in a month, then you'd say to me, no, I don't have time for that. Well, I'm going to show you the power of this tool off the back of 3 connections in your first month and 2 connections every month thereafter. That's it, just 2. 2 people in an entire month. It doesn't matter if you're even CEO of Barlow World. You can find time to connect 2 people to us. It means you have to tap your phone 6 times. You can do that. And therefore, we use the simple growth rate formula. Now, folks, you can connect at any rate you like. You can put 10 people in a month. You can put 30 people in. Our top people will put 70 people in a month. It's really up to you. You decide how many you want to do. But if you're connecting just 2 every month, solid paid connections every month, well, then I can calculate quite accurately what you can expect to earn with us because, well, we've been around for half a decade. I already know how people grow wealth at DuePoint, and we just built that into our mathematics. Once you've been with us for about 6 months, so you've connected 3 people and then 2 for 6 months, you can reasonably expect to be on about 2,500 Rand a month with us. For some people, that's life-changing. For others, it's nothing. I've had people say they earn that before they've had coffee in the morning. I'm like, that's fantastic. You've only been connecting 2 people a month. You haven't exactly been tearing the ring out of it, and you've created 30,000 Rands worth of annual income from us here at DuePoint that you can do with what you like. You can't get fired from it. You can't get retrenched from it. And it's in addition to your job. Nobody quits their job to do DuePoint. This is extra that you've created. You continue to be busy, and therefore you can only add 2 people a month, and you do it for a year with us, and the 2.5 becomes 9,000 to 10,000 Rand a month. 1 year, and you have for yourself engineered a 9,000 to 10,000 Rand increase. Very few South Africans will get that this year. Very few. And here, on top of your normal salaried income, you have now added 120,000 Rand a year with us by connecting 2 people a month. Do it for another year, and that'll rise to 27,000 to 30,000 Rand. 360,000 Rand a year after 2 years worth of labor with us. Do it for 3 years, you're up to 40,000 to 45,000 Rand. If you do it for 4 years, nothing's changed. You're still just connecting 2 solid paid people a month. You're up to 60,000 Rand a month. And if you do it for half a decade with us, you're up to 80,000 to 100,000 Rand a month. That's R1 million a year. You created it in 5 years by yourself by connecting people every month using our technology. It wasn't 5 weeks. It wasn't 5 days, and it wasn't 5 months, and it wasn't the first 50 people you spoke to. It was 5 years. Now, I say that, and people hate it when I say that, particularly the wealth engineers that work for us, because they go, no. South Africans don't want to hear that. What South Africans want to hear is they're going to be rich in 90 days. That's what they want to hear. Ladies and gentlemen, well, then stick to your WhatsApp group and Facebook pages and stick to poverty. If you want to create lifetime, recurring, intergenerational financial freedom, then you're going to have to put time in. And that time is 5 years. People are going to let you down. Things are not always going to go the way you want. But we haven't asked you to do anything difficult. We've asked you just to connect the 57 million South Africans to us. That's what we've asked you to do. And if you do it over time, then the mathematics catches up with you. And all of a sudden, you're looking back over 5 years of creating R1 million a year's worth of wealth. Not once off, but a year. And your timeline doesn't end there. You could do 10 years or 15 years or 20 years. We have many, many young wealth engineers that could spend 45 years building their wealth with us here. What do those numbers look like after those periods of time? If after 5 years, you're on R1 million a year with us already, and all you've been doing is connecting 2 people a month. That's it. Now, we've got, as I said, tens of thousands of wealth engineers that have been through our doors over the years, and so we know what wealth they've created, and we show you every month real people doing it. We put 2 or 3 on stage, not too many, 2 or 3 from around the country, some doing well, some doing badly, some shooting the lights out, some building slowly and steadily. We don't hide anything from you, and then we put them all on YouTube for you to watch forever. Permanent record of what people are doing. Just 2 weeks ago, we had up with us Michael. Michael's been with us for 18 months, full-time employed, does not have time for this. He doesn't. But what he does have time for is financial freedom. And so 18 months ago, he slowly started chipping away at building wealth for himself here at DuePoint. And over 18 months, he's built himself a channel worth 10,000 Rand a month. He's not crying that it took longer than my 3 + 2. He's not. Would you be crying if you were getting 10 grand in the middle of every month? going forward right now. You wouldn't. It wouldn't matter if it had taken 18 months, and neither does it matter for Michael. He continues to grow with us every month. Then we head up with this Philip Fourie. He's from a farm down in George, 15 kilometers, as I understand it, from the closest city. Two things he doesn't have. He's got to run a farm, he doesn't have time, and two, he doesn't know anybody. That's the other one. Oh, but I don't know people. That's very interesting. In this day and age, you don't know anyone, pick up your phone. I'll find 200 people in your phone you know before you've left the door. But now Philip doesn't know anyone because he's not connected. There's farms between him and other people. And yet, he wanted financial freedom, stable, recurring, lifetime income. And he, over 7 months, and using our technology and a little bit of elbow grease, has created a channel that's worth 20,000 Rand a month for him. So you have Michael on the one end of the spectrum. It took 18 months to build 10,000 Rand a month. And then you've got Philip on the other end of the spectrum that took 7 months to do 20,000 Rand a month. Where do you lie in the spectrum? What would you like out of our channels of income? What would you like to build here at DuePoint? Folks, everybody of every level has already been through this process with us. You are not the first to hear about DuePoint on this Wednesday afternoon. You are hundreds of thousands down. You can go to our DuePoint channel on YouTube at any time. Scroll down just under getting started. You'll find Wealth Engineers Tell All, and you can go and see their stories. People that are earning a few hundred Rand a month to people who are earning 100, 175 and beyond. It's all here at DuePoint already. It's now just a question of whether you want to start participating with us as well. The second way that we create wealth for you is through our XP Rewards training program. It's designed to help you, it's designed to build you, and it's designed to create for you wealth in the long term, not the short term. If you complete the training sessions and the steps that we have created in this program, we give you XP points, experience points. As your experience points grow, naturally your channel will grow. When you meet the two criteria of channel size and experience, we rank you up in our training program. And we reward you. In the beginning, it's a little bit of cash. The cash rises as you rank up. Then at rank 5, we give you a full toolkit, business toolkit, for growing your wealth with us here. You can buy tools with us online. Go to our website, dewpoint.net, click on the store. All of our tools are there. Purchase them and we'll deliver them to your door. Those of you who are here can buy them right at our counter. But at rank 5, we give you a special toolkit that's yours to move you from amateur to professional with us here at DuePoint. At rank 7, we up it again with a 20,000 Rand set of imported gold-gilded business cards created specifically for you. It takes us 3 to 4 months to get them made because they are actually gold-gilded, not gold print, gold leaf. When you are handing out business cards that have real gold on them, people suddenly don't think you're one of those things. Suddenly they take you rather seriously, and you get those at rank 7. At rank 9, where you've put in time and numbers, connected people over time with us and got to rank 9, well then, every year that you maintain your channel size with us, that's it. It's not a competition. You don't requalify. You just maintain your rank 9 channel size with us every year that you do. For the rest of your life, we'll take you and your family away on a 5-star holiday, business class, all expenses paid. Not you alone, not economy class, not to some cheap destination. And not in winter when it's cold and cheap. We go in December when it's expensive and hot and your kids are on school holiday. And we go every year. And we've been going for years. Again, this is not new. We've been going. And so I can show you real wealth engineers with their families and their children living a life that most South Africans can only dream about, but that you're only one step away from having yourself. That's the difference. What is that one step? That one step is willingness to put time and numbers in with us. Where you do that, then your December holidays look like this. Sure. We're only a few days away now, 7th of December, and we are on the plane. Our hotel this year is booked. If you're following us on Facebook, we're starting to reveal where we're going. It's exciting times for Rank 9s. And not only that, on the 1st of January next year, they will know their December holiday for 2020 is booked and paid for already. All with a little bit of elbow grease in taking our tech and connecting people to us. This is a reality for anybody here at DuePoint. So is Rank 11. When you achieve it, you get your own car. It is not branded. It is in your name. It's not financed through us or rented from us. It's yours. It's your tool of wealth that we give you to use and create here with us at DuePoint. That's 11 of 28 mapped ranks here at DuePoint. We've shown you the first third. What do you think is in the second 2/3? We say, and I've said in the past, you've never seen anything like DuePoint, and I mean it. I've never had somebody come to me actually and say, there's this other thing that's really great. No, here at DuePoint, you're seeing what economic solution in South Africa looks like. This is what it looks like. Folks, we build all of this off of the back of our financial services products, like I mentioned to you before. Currently, we've got 4 that you can choose from. Our first is our Access Wealth Plan. It costs 324 Rand a month, and it gives you 2 products. It gives you your very own tax-free investment account and 120,000 Rands worth of personal accident cover. Our second product is our Wealth Guard product. It's 249 Rand a month. For that, you get R1 million worth of personal accident cover, no matter how old you are, without any waiting periods and without any medical examinations or declarations. Every South African can get cover with us here at DuePoint. Our third product is our Family Wealth Funeral Plan. It starts at $299. Then it's got a whole host of options after that you can select from, where you can pick from 20 grand's worth of funeral cover, 30 grand's worth of funeral cover, 5 or 10 family members on the plan, and you as the principal member can get, the principal member automatically get 10,000 Rands worth of outstanding debt cover, so that when you pass away, we settle 10,000 Rands worth of your debt for you. Our fourth product is our Wealth Points Buyers Club. It's 299 Rand a month to be a member. As a member, you get access to all of our suppliers. Our suppliers give us corporate discounts and prices and vouchers and packages and VIP services, etc., etc. I've just been away this weekend on work, sorting out some more exciting things for DuePoint, and we used Altitude Travel to organize every single detail, and it was amazing. It was like I asked them for it, and then I just arrived, and just everything happened, and I came home yesterday evening having thought about nothing. This is the kind of stuff you can only get as a corporate. You now have access to it through our Wealth Points Buyers Club. It is the idea of the 2 rules of wealth creation: increase your income, decrease your expenditure. This product is designed to decrease your expenditure if you use it properly. Now, folks, all of our products, let me check, has Rob got them up? Yeah. All of our products have got brand new training videos on them. They've always had training videos, but we've just uploaded brand new ones for you. They can be watched, some of them in less than 10 minutes, and we'll explain every single detail, every single term and condition of the product to you, so that you know how to use them, how to benefit from them, and you understand exactly what you've purchased. So if you're desperate to know everything about it, go and watch those videos. Make sure that you use every aspect of the DuePoint system to benefit yourself here. Now, we wrap our entire business in what we call our Achiever Quest. Our Achiever Quest is there to get you started from a cash flow perspective right up front, early, and then to carry you through as you build your channel with us. Works in calendar months, and it says in every calendar month that you're able to put 10, 20, or 30 people into your channel and have them paid in the same month, we will increase your returns and rewards by an extra 5, 10, or 15,000 Rand. That means in your very first month with us, you could put 10 people in, have them paid by the end of that calendar month, and boost your earnings by 5 grand. Just 2 months ago, we had a chap who's been doing this. His name was Glenn. You can go and see his testimony. His first month with us earned 7,000 Rand. It was only 2,000 Rand in returns and rewards, but he got his 5 grand. He then went on to do it 3 more months in a row. That means for 4 months, he got his 5 grand in a row from us. You could do it 12 months in a row if you set your mind to it. That's 60,000 Rand a year. You could get just in the Achiever Quest 120, 180,000 Rand a year if you set your minds to it. 30 people in a month is 1 connection a day. It's 1 connection a day. It's not a big deal. 1 connection via our technology a day can mean 15 grand in bonus returns and rewards for you. When people say to you, don't earn fast enough at DuePoint, you can just laugh at them. Here at DuePoint, we get you out the blocks straight away. Folks, if you need to know more about Constantia and DuePoint, go and look us up. Public company. You'll find us on the JSC's website under Conduit Capital. You can go to Constantia's website, read our financial statements, see our directors, BEE status, whatever it is that you need. we have available to you publicly. Go to any one of our regulators' websites. There's 9 regulators that look after this business, but you can go to the FSCA's website, for instance, and find our long-term and short-term licenses, our FSP licenses. We've got a whole host of them. I think there's 2 or 3 in the pipeline. I know we just got one the other day, and there's another one coming. I mean, this thing on WhatsApp and on Facebook, you think they got 9 regulators in the list of licenses we have. Those of you who are in the office, you can even go and see our licenses, our trademarks, our memberships and associations all on the walls outside here for you. Get the comfort that you need, because you're going to spend time with us, decades. I've said before, we measure time at DuePoint in years, not weeks and months. When people come to me after 3 or 4 months and say, Brendan, this thing's not working, I say, how long have you been here for? 4 months. I say, come back after 4 years and tell me that it's not working. We work in years here. If you're going to spend time with us, make sure you know who we are and you're 100% comfortable. If you want to become a wealth engineer and change your life forever, then you've got 4 things that you need to do for me today. First of all, you need to sign up. You need to go to our website, dewpoint.net, watch the videos, read the pages, and then fill out the form. The form will take you less than 3 minutes to fill out. And you are a wealth engineer this afternoon. This afternoon, when you walk out of here, you can be connecting individuals and creating wealth for us. No waiting for first payment, no starter kit, no training. No, you can get out there and start connecting people this afternoon with our technology. Now, of course, you need the technology. So step number 2 is you've got to download the technology. Download our app onto your phone. It is free, like everything at DuePoint. We've got Wi-Fi here that you can use for free. Find a hotspot wherever you are around the country and put it on your phone. You cannot do DuePoint without a smartphone and our app. If you do not have a smartphone, you know what you're buying this afternoon, don't you? Get the smartphone and the app. Do not try and do this business without it. You're going to need it. Put the app on your phone, and you're step 2. Step 3 is you're going to need to learn how to use the technology. Don't think because you've done network marketing before you know what you're doing. DuePoint is very, very small amount network marketing and very large amount technology. You're going to have to get out there and watch our training. It's on your app. Once you've got it, you're going to open the app, you're going to click Tools in the bottom right-hand corner, you're going to watch the training videos. Do not skip them. Do not try and do DuePoint without them. You'll fail, and then you'll blame the system. And as you can see from the people that have succeeded, the system is not the problem. Do the training and make sure you know what you're doing with us. Then you're ready to get out there and connect individuals to us. Once you've connected 3 people, you start earning. That's all you've got to do. 3 connections, and you are making money with us at DuePoint with every connection thereafter. So get started straight away with us. Folks, this is a nationwide business. It is not just Joburg. As you know, you guys are being broadcast to around the country today. We are down in different cities every couple of weeks to show you that we are real, to demonstrate the power and leverage of this business. The next city we're visiting is Cape Town. 9th of November, we're going to be down there. I can't believe the ticket sales already. They are through the roof, which is very exciting. I really encourage the rest of you to start making your plans. Get onto our website, click events, or onto our app and click events. Scroll down to the 9th of November, click attend, and start booking your tickets. We need to know how many of you are going to be there so we can book the right size venue. So do it, and do it now. Remember, the tickets are free. We just need to know how many seats we need in that room. Rank 4s and above, you know Converge Conference is coming up. It's our first major event of the year. It is the keynote conference of the year and our set piece for the year. It is fantastic. It is over the top. It is amazing, and you cannot afford to miss it. Rank 4s and above, you can come, and your guests can come. If you want to be there with us but are not rank 4, find a rank 4. Move up, find your lead wealth engineer, get him to buy you a ticket. It's the only event that we charge for. Why? Because it comes with a 5-star 3-course meal. It's black tie. It's all the drinks you can drink, and it is a crazy, crazy event. So make sure before you run out of money, and I know when you're going to run out of money. You're going to run out of money around mid-December, and you're not going to have money again until mid-March. So if you want to attend, get that ticket bought and paid for now before you run out of money. It's not an event worth missing. If you want to, if you can't find a rank 4, well, you've got until February, the end of January, I think it is, to get to rank 4. And then you can buy your own ticket. So get the work done to get there. Then, folks, exciting news this week. Exciting for you guys, completely and utterly exhausting for me and the team. We've been killing ourselves for the last 3 months on this. But we are live this weekend, Saturday morning, 9 o'clock. We're replacing our normal development seminar with a brand new product launch. It's a crazy product launch. It's a new product. It's a brand new, first ever benefit for wealth engineers. as well. It's going to be an awesome, awesome morning. You cannot afford to miss it. It's now our 5th product in our portfolio here at DuePoint, but with extra stuff coming in on a wealth engineer level. I promise you, you cannot afford to miss it. Gautengers, I expect you all in the room, not watching live. That's an excuse. We don't like you hiding behind the screen. I want you in the room with me 9 o'clock this Saturday morning. Everyone outside Gauteng, tune in with your channels and your guests for what is going to be a major, major event, effectively our closing event for the year with regard to its significance. And it's this Saturday at 9 a.m. Get your planning done now. It's going to be incredible. Every piece of technology you need, we have, and we are on here at DuePoint. Follow our broadcast live around the country on YouTube. Watch us on Facebook. Follow us there. Love us. Tag us. Every day we produce content for you. You will have seen on Facebook our product launch notifications just gone live on Facebook for today as well. Podcasts of everything. If you struggle with data for video, we've got it on podcast so you can listen to it as well. We've got our online store for all those tools that you need, and our app is always available to you. Folks, particularly as we head towards the weekend and that product launch, make sure you are checking for updates on your app. There are going to be a whole host of updates on your app as this product goes live by Saturday morning. Make sure you've got it ready for our launch on Saturday morning. It's exciting, exciting times here at DuePoint. Folks, we are already moving across the country in such an awesome way that people are starting to plagiarize us. That's the highest compliment we can possibly get. When I say plagiarize us, they'll use our name. They can't do what we do. No one can do what we do. It's the wonderful, wonderful thing that we've built here. But we're excited to know that we're part of the solution, and we want you to be part of the solution with us. If you've got questions and concerns, come and ask us. If you're here, you can ask me outside. If you're around the country, call our client service team. Monday through Friday, they're waiting for you. They can answer any question that you have. You've never seen anything like DuePoint before. We are the economic solution to what is happening in South Africa, and we want you with us. Guys, we're going to be live again tomorrow night at 6:30. I will see you all then, and I'll see the rest of you outside. Thanks a lot.